Why you should practice speaking. Arthur, a reserved young man, harbored a profound secret ambition, to speak English fluently. He pictured himself navigating bustling London streets, engaging effortlessly with locals. Yet, a crippling shyness and profound fear of mistakes consistently silenced him. His tongue felt tied, his mind a jumble of unspoken thoughts, making progress seem utterly impossible for him. He often felt immensely frustrated. He devoured countless articles on how to learn English, but the sheer volume of advice felt truly overwhelming. Arthur yearned for practical steps, something tangible to grasp amidst the theoretical jargon. He desperately wanted to understand how people speak English naturally, not just grammatically, but with real rhythm and flow, which seemed incredibly distant. One serendipitous afternoon, browsing a dusty second-hand bookshop, Arthur stumbled upon an unassuming volume. Its simple, faded cover bore a powerful title, "Why You Should Practice Speaking." Intrigued, he purchased it, feeling a flicker of hope ignite within his previously disheartened spirit. Perhaps this might offer some true clarity now. The book's initial chapters passionately argued that active speaking, even imperfectly, was the non-negotiable cornerstone of true fluency. It wasn't merely about passive consumption of grammar rules or extensive vocabulary lists. Arthur realized he had primarily focused on reading and listening, neglecting the vital act of vocalizing his thoughts, a critical oversight indeed. He often wondered how people speak English. The book explained that native speakers prioritize clear communication over flawless grammar, often using slang and abbreviations. This insight was revolutionary for Arthur, alleviating his immense pressure to achieve absolute perfection from the very beginning, allowing him to breathe a little easier now and just try. Next, the book delved into the profound concept of how to think and speak directly in English, rather than constantly translating from his native tongue. It encouraged developing an internal monologue, framing his everyday thoughts and observations immediately in English, a crucial shift in his entire learning approach. This seemed a challenging but vital step. Arthur began narrating his daily routine silently in his mind. "I am walking to the kitchen now. I will make a cup of tea." Gradually, these internal thoughts became whispered phrases, then soft murmurs. This mental practice surprisingly sharpened his vocabulary recall and improved his sentence construction, building a strong internal foundation quickly. The guide offered specific, actionable advice on how to practice English daily and effectively, transforming abstract goals into concrete steps. It emphasized consistency over intense, sporadic bursts of effort, a profound revelation for Arthur. He learned that small, regular actions yield significant long-term results consistently for everyone. He started dedicating 15 minutes each morning to speaking aloud to himself, describing objects in his room, or recounting his previous day's events. Arthur even recorded his voice on his phone, later listening back to identify pronunciation errors and awkward phrasing, an initially uncomfortable but incredibly beneficial exercise for his progress. A particular chapter, "Let's Talk in British English," particularly resonated with Arthur. He admired the elegant cadence and distinct pronunciation, deciding to focus his accent practice primarily on this specific dialect. He immersed himself in British podcasts, documentaries, and classic films, truly enjoying the immersive learning process every day. He found joy in mimicking specific phrases and intonations, trying to replicate the subtle nuances he heard. This focused cultural immersion made the learning process feel less like a chore and more like an engaging adventure, connecting him deeper to the language's cultural context and heritage, making it fun. The book contained a very interesting story about an incredibly shy protagonist who, despite immense initial struggles, eventually achieved remarkable fluency. This narrative deeply inspired Arthur, providing him with a powerful, relatable testament that consistent effort truly yields extraordinary results, even for the most hesitant learners out there. This inspiring tale reinforced his belief that perseverance was paramount, far more important than innate talent. Arthur felt a renewed sense of hope and determination, knowing that his own journey, however challenging, could indeed follow a similar, successful trajectory, empowering him daily and constantly. The book reiterated general principles on how to learn English holistically, advocating for a balanced approach that integrated all four key skills: reading, writing, listening, and especially speaking. It stressed that true mastery required simultaneous development across these crucial areas, not just focusing on one area. It highlighted the crucial role of why you must listen actively and critically. Listening wasn't just about comprehension, it was about absorbing natural speech patterns, intonation, and idiomatic expressions. Arthur realized listening was the vital input fueling his eventual output, making him a better speaker. He began listening to English audiobooks during his commute, paying close attention to sentence structure and vocabulary in context. Podcasts became his constant companions, transforming mundane tasks into valuable learning opportunities, constantly immersing him in authentic language experiences and expanding his knowledge. Then came the momentous leap: how to speak with people. The book gently pushed Arthur beyond solitary practice, encouraging him to engage in real-world conversations. It advised starting small, perhaps with an online language exchange partner or a patient tutor, building confidence gradually. Now, trembling slightly, Arthur signed up for an online language exchange platform, connecting with a kind woman from Manchester. Their first few video calls were halting, filled with awkward silences, but her patience and encouragement slowly chipped away at his deep-seated fear, helping him grow. He discovered that actual interaction, despite its initial discomfort, was immensely rewarding. It forced him to think on his feet, adapt to unexpected questions, and truly articulate his thoughts in real time, accelerating his practical fluency significantly every single time he spoke. The ultimate, transformative piece of advice from the book was elegantly simple: talk in English just 1 page per day. This wasn't about completing a written page, but committing to a small, manageable amount of spoken English practice every single day without fail. It could be describing his breakfast aloud, summarizing a news article, or simply chatting with a mirror. The consistency, not the duration, was the absolute key. This daily commitment demystified the daunting task of achieving fluency, making it approachable for everyone. Arthur embraced this mantra wholeheartedly. Every morning, before starting his day, he would choose a topic and talk about it for a few minutes, committing to this consistent daily ritual. Sometimes it was about his plans, other times about a dream or idea. Weeks turned into months, and Arthur's daily page of spoken English steadily accumulated, building an impressive linguistic foundation. His vocabulary expanded organically, his grammar improved naturally, and his confidence soared with each passing day, making him prouder. His initial stammer gave way to smooth, natural phrasing. The fear that once paralyzed him completely vanished, replaced by an eagerness to engage in conversation, to truly express himself without any hesitation or self-consciousness whatsoever now. He felt truly free. People around him started noticing his remarkable progress. Colleagues praised his clear articulation during meetings, and friends marveled at his ability to effortlessly switch between languages, acknowledging his newfound linguistic prowess. He was becoming known for his skill and dedication. Arthur's journey was a powerful testament to the book's core message: fluency wasn't about innate talent, but about consistent, strategic effort. He had transformed his dream into a tangible reality through sheer dedication and smart learning. This inspired all who knew him greatly. He continued to immerse himself in British English, perfecting his accent, even adopting some charming colloquialisms. He found himself thinking, dreaming, and even joking in English, a true sign of complete linguistic integration now. His confidence grew with every new phrase. His life had changed profoundly. He secured that international role, confidently leading meetings and forging global connections. His conversations were no longer a struggle but a source of genuine joy and intellectual stimulation for him, opening up new opportunities daily. Arthur became an unofficial mentor to others, sharing his story and practical tips, always emphasizing the importance of daily speaking practice. He encouraged them to embrace imperfections and simply start talking, even if just to themselves, building their confidence too. He preached the gospel of why you should practice speaking consistently, passionately advocating for vocalization from day one. He knew firsthand the transformative power of pushing past the fear and simply opening one's mouth, starting the journey. His advice on how people speak English focused on authenticity and communication, not robotic perfection. He taught others to listen for patterns and rhythms, and to respond naturally, even if it meant making a few mistakes. This approach felt freeing. He shared his methods for how to think and speak directly in English, guiding learners through mental exercises that bypassed native language translation entirely. This approach saved immense time and reduced mental friction greatly, accelerating their progress significantly. Arthur frequently outlined his daily routine for how to practice English, advocating for small, manageable chunks of time dedicated consistently. He stressed that 5 minutes daily was far superior to an hour once a week for sustained learning. He often told his peers, "Let's talk in British English," if that's their passion, encouraging them to find a dialect that truly motivated their learning. Personal connection to the language made all the difference in their journey towards fluency. He recounted the very interesting story from the book, using it as a parable for perseverance and the gradual triumph over fear and self-doubt. That story continued to resonate deeply with many aspiring speakers, offering constant inspiration. Arthur's comprehensive understanding of how to learn English effectively made him a trusted guide. He demystified the process, breaking it down into achievable steps for anyone feeling overwhelmed by the journey ahead. His guidance was invaluable to them. He explained why you must listen intently, not just hear. Active listening to varied accents and contexts sharpened comprehension and improved one's own pronunciation significantly over time. It was a two-way street, crucial for real progress. He taught practical strategies for how to speak with people, starting with low-pressure environments and gradually building up to more complex social interactions confidently and naturally over weeks and months of practice. This progression worked effectively. And of course, his golden rule, talk in English just 1 page per day. This simple, actionable mantra remained the cornerstone of his teaching, proving its efficacy through his own incredible personal transformation journey, inspiring everyone. Arthur, once a shy observer, now became a confident participant, his voice resonating with newfound authority and passion. His English flowed effortlessly, a testament to years of dedicated, consistent, and strategic practice every single day. He truly excelled. He no longer feared mispronunciations or grammatical slips, he embraced them as part of the continuous learning process. Each interaction was an opportunity to refine, not a test to pass or fail miserably. This mindset shift was profoundly liberating. His journey was a beacon of hope for countless aspiring English speakers around the globe, demonstrating that diligence and the right approach could unlock any linguistic barrier, truly empowering them to pursue their own dreams now. He often reflected on that old book, its wisdom simple yet profound. It had provided the roadmap, but his consistent effort had built the bridge to true fluency, a bridge spanning from fear to absolute freedom, transforming his life. He encouraged learners to find their own, why you should practice speaking, their personal motivation to push through challenges. For him, it was connection; for others, perhaps career or travel, all equally valid and powerful motivations. Arthur's success story exemplified how people speak English, not perfectly, but genuinely and effectively. He learned to communicate, to express, to connect, which was the true essence of language acquisition, bringing joy to his life. His experience underscored the power of how to think and speak directly in English, bypassing laborious translation processes entirely. This mental shift was perhaps the most liberating aspect of his journey, speeding up his fluency. He always emphasized the importance of a structured plan for how to practice English, advocating for routines and consistency. Discipline, he often noted, was the secret sauce to long-term success, a critical component for every learner. The joy he found in saying, "Let's talk in British English," was infectious, inspiring others to explore dialects and accents that personally resonated with their own unique preferences and interests, making learning more fun. The very interesting story from his book became his own, a living narrative of dedication and triumph that he shared readily. He was proof that transformation was absolutely achievable for dedicated individuals willing to put in the effort. Arthur's comprehensive understanding of how to learn English was born from personal struggle and eventual victory. He had walked the path and could guide others with genuine empathy and practical wisdom, truly becoming a master. He consistently highlighted why you must listen as the foundation for natural speech, explaining how absorbing sounds and structures internally made speaking much more intuitive and authentic in practice. It truly built his speaking ability. His insights into how to speak with people were invaluable, demystifying social interactions and providing strategies for navigating conversations gracefully, even when facing challenging communication situations. He taught confidence and resilience now. And the simple, powerful advice, talk in English just 1 page per day, remained his ultimate teaching, a testament to the cumulative power of small, consistent actions leading to monumental personal growth and fluency for all. Arthur, once a silent dreamer, now spoke with a vibrant confidence that echoed through every word. His voice, clear and articulate, was a living testament to the transformative power of consistent practice and unwavering dedication every single day. His journey from hesitant beginner to fluent conversationalist served as a beacon, perpetually inspiring countless others to embark on their own incredible English language learning adventures, never giving up hope on their dreams. And so, Arthur's legacy continued, a quiet man whose simple dedication had unlocked a world of communication, proving definitively that speaking practice is indeed the true key to unlocking fluency for anyone ready to try.